I started my ballet education in Berlin. I actually started off in my parents' ballet school. They have a private hobby ballet school in Berlin. That's where I started, and then eventually, when I was 10 years old, I moved to the Staatliche Ballettschule Berlin. That's the professional ballet school, and I did 9 years of education. During that time, we performed with the Staatsballett also in productions of Patrice Bart's Swan Lake, Alexei Radmansky's Bayadere, The Nutcracker. So we performed with the company a few times. And then when I graduated, I got invited to audition to the junior company, and I got the position offered by Rachel Brujon. I think I met her in a ballet intensive in Paris, and she saw me and she invited me to audition, and that's how it happened. And very quickly I joined the main company. So then I was 6 years in Head National Ballet in the company in Amsterdam until last year, exactly. And then I received the Constanze Vernon Prize here in Munich, actually. So it's Constanze Vernon, the famous German ballerina that passed away, and her legacy. Like, I received a prize. So I came here to Munich to dance and for the nomination. And and that was just very funny and lucky fate, because that's how one thing led to the other, and that's how I met Laurent Hilaire, and he was looking for a new principal dancer, and basically he invited me to come to dance in Munich as a principal dancer, and and that's how I made the decision to change and to come to Munich and dance here. Yeah, there were many highlights. Like, for me, it was only new ballets this season, which was great. So I premiered in Giselle, which is, I think I would say a dream role for me. Giselle was a dream role. Tatiana and Onegin was also like a very special moment. But I also really enjoy Bolero. I think that was definitely a highlight of the season, something I've never done before or anything in that direction. So Bolero was definitely a highlight. I'm currently rehearsing Marguerite in John Neumeier's Lady of the Camellias. And it's a very complex role, I find, because she's basically, according to the book, she's basically a young woman that's trapped in basically in her role as a courtesan, but then she falls in love with someone, and they try everything, but finally, like at the end, they just realize that just society doesn't let them be together. And I think it's a very tragic story, but I think I can really relate to that. Like I really understand her decision, and I would act the same in her position. So yeah, I guess it's a very, very sad story of a young girl that is also very sick, and she dies very young. And I think all she wants is true love. Armand's father goes to Marguerite and asks her to break up with Armand, to leave him, for the sake of the family, for the family's reputation. Because in that time, it was not acceptable to be together with a prostitute, even though she was a high-class prostitute. But he really, he begs her to give up Armand, and finally she gives in. So she sacrifices herself and her happiness in order for Armand to have a good life, and also in order for his family to have a good life, his sister. But of course she doesn't tell Armand because he wouldn't allow that. So she comes up with an excuse that she goes back to her lovers. She misses her Parisian luxurious life that she was living before, and Armand believes that, and he's devastated. But he doesn't know the truth until the very, very end, until she dies, because she writes down everything. She writes him letters that he only receives after her death. So I think that's a very sad moment, actually, in the story and in the ballet, that he only finds out the truth, like why she sacrificed herself for him after she died. I have a lot of costume changes in that ballet, around 13, 14, I heard. I didn't count, but I think that could be about right. It starts off with, there's a little flashback where she's wearing the white country dress. Then she goes into the iconic purple dress that leads into the first big pas de deux, the purple pas de deux, as we call it. And then there's different balls, different scenes. So there's the blue ball where she's wearing the blue dress, red ball with the red dress. There's the countryside with the white dress and the hat. And then in the third act she has obviously the iconic black dress that she's wearing for the black pas de deux. And then she has another ball dress and the bedroom, and then she goes into the theater in the red dress. Like there's so many, I don't even know, but I think like the costume department is working very hard, and there's they have it very organized, the quick changes, because it's very, very quick to change, and many entrances. So that's definitely also a big challenge for the girl, for the Marguerite and the ballet. It's really hard to choose which dress I like the most. They're all gorgeous. I think Jürgen Rose did a beautiful job. Not only Marguerite's dresses, also the whole corps de ballet. Like it's gorgeous. I think, yeah, it's very hard to choose, but one of my favorite ones is the black lace dress in the golden ball, we call it. It's the ball in the third act, where Armand is drunk and gives her the money from the night before, and I think that whole scene is beautiful. Like the whole corps de ballet is wearing amazing dresses, and all the girls feel very pretty, and I think that's probably aesthetically like my favorite part. Yes, we worked with John a lot. He came, but whenever he couldn't be here to rehearse with us, it was Marijn who came he was here for a long time to really teach us the ballet, and yeah, he was very great. I saw his video when he did Armand with Igone like a while ago, and yeah, for me that's I take that as inspiration. Like he was very, very great, and the way he teaches us is yeah, we really enjoyed the process a lot. And I think at the end, that's for me that's the most beautiful part, is the process than the actual show. Like all the weeks we have before, getting into the character and really analyzing the story, analyzing the character. For me, that's always the most beautiful part. I always read the stories before. I feel like for me that's a way to really understand the character and the story. And I feel like with this ballet especially, you can really see how John took really word by word, he put it into the pas de deux, so you can really see the dialogues that happen in the book in the pas de deux. That's something John made his own, the reference to Manon. He made it like a very important kind of sideline of the story. So he always says, what he told us, he said Marguerite is not Manon, Marguerite becomes Manon. And you can see that in the ballet, how she wants to escape that. She wants to escape that fate. But yeah, after all, she realizes more and more that she's just like her. For me, it's very special to be here in Germany and like basically to return to my home country and dance here. It feels, it's hard to describe in words, but it feels very special to dance in your home country, and you can feel it from the audience. You can feel the love, and it feels nice to be close to home again.